I'm Migla, and these are my bridesmaid baskets. If you didn't know, I'm getting married, and since this is my first wedding, I'm really taking the time to focus in on all of the little details that are important to wedding planning.
I thought it would be fun to bring you guys along as I stumbled blindly through my wedding planning experience, starting with these bridesmaid baskets. The first step was to sit down and really get a picture for what exactly it was that I was trying to build here. Good evening, and welcome to Miglavision, your premier source for getting in the eye of the brainstorm. Before I could start crafting anything, I had to figure out what the hell it was that I was actually trying to put together. First, I wanted to tie it into the wedding theme. Now, nothing's set in stone, but we're going for a general fairy tale, woodlandy sort of vibe, and I wanted to make sure that carried through into the baskets. Now, not to get all fake deep here, but I think that when you want to show your love for somebody, you just can't beat handmade. I wanted to get my grubby little hands on every single thing in that basket, with as much DIY as possible, which ties very nicely into the budget. I was looking to spend no more than $50 per bridesmaid. I've got 8 bridesmaids, and I was really looking to maximize the love payload without breaking the bank. DIY is one part of that, but I also planned on focusing on sourcing secondhand wherever possible. After that, it was just a matter of crawling through the thrift shops and putting my hands to work. I had a lot of fun assembling the handmade parts of these baskets, and you'll see those soon. But I'll tell you what, my hands really took a beating for this project. You can decide for yourself whether it was worth the trouble, because now we're going into the basket tour.
Every one of the baskets had a few things in common. Each of the baskets had, first of all, a basket. These were baskets that I found at Goodwill. I hand-picked all 8 of my bridesmaid baskets, and of course I got into every single nook and cranny. I cleaned them really, really good. I spent a few days just cleaning these things out, but I think that was worth the time investment. Being able to purchase these secondhand at shops like Goodwill, I was able to save big. Absolutely every single thing that is associated with weddings is going to be as expensive as it can possibly be, including baskets. You could probably expect to pay $10, $15, $20 per basket if you buy these baskets brand new. So taking the time to go around to my local thrift shops and find these baskets to reuse was really worth the investment. Along with the baskets, every one of the ladies got a blanket tucked in here. I wanted to use something that could also be reused by the ladies, so that's why I went for these blankets. These were a really good find, actually. I got them at Five Below, so every one of these was also $5 each, and they're just these nice cotton throw blankets that I thought maybe some of the ladies might appreciate. I've got these twinkly lights in here, battery operated, got those off Amazon. $13 for a lot of 12. Very good investment, and I have a bunch left over. I have these frames that I put together individually for each of the ladies, where I photoshopped a picture of us together in a beautiful Renaissance style scene where we're really embracing the luxury of life, which is what I envision that we will be doing once we get into the wedding process. Tiny jars of frankincense with label attached. I also included some candles, so this one is Pear Fig. I had some other scents in there, but they came in these cute little cork jars, which I thought went really nicely with the theme. A sage bundle, which I also included a little paper tag explaining how to use the sage to do a smoke cleanse of your space, because I know not everyone is going to know that offhand.
And I don't want to be responsible for more people running around talking about smudging a sacred Native American ritual when they really mean smoke cleansing.
And I want everyone to actually get some use out of the stuff in this basket. I've also got these cute little bridesmaid sunglasses. Ka-chow! I've been wearing these heart-shaped plastic sunglasses ripped off of Amazon for a solid 10 years, so I thought this was a nice way to bring a little bit of my own style into these bridesmaid baskets. I also included a little secret wax-sealed note that contains some of the information that we have for the wedding. Like I said, there's not a lot of stuff set in stone, but we did have some ideas in mind, and I figured it was worth letting the bridal party know what we were thinking of ahead of time. For some of the ladies, I also included these hand-carved wooden totems. Unfortunately, I didn't plan far enough ahead for this one, and I didn't get to make one for every single lady, which is probably one of my biggest regrets with these bridesmaid baskets. But for the ones that I did make, I was pretty happy with the results, and I thought that they added a very nice handmade touch to the baskets. And for each of the baskets, I also invested in a treat. So for my ladies who were under 18, they got their Godiva Gold truffle box. For the ones who were over 21 and liked their booze, we had bottles of champagne. And for my ladies who were over 21 and were partakers of the devil's lettuce, I had a special little handmade tin of marijuana placed inside of their baskets. That was something that I was really proud of. And I wish I could make that a thing. I wish I could start my own business creating marijuana and all of the... Anyway, baskets. In the end, I ended up spending about $40 per basket, which is including all of the marijuana and the champagne bottles and the Godiva chocolates and the baskets and the blankets and the lights and the sunglasses and the frankincense and the tiny jars and the sage and all of the labeling and the frames and the photo printing. So there was a lot going into it, and I really think I got my bang for my buck. But I am delighted with how they turned out, and I really, really hope that all of my, hopefully, bridesmaids to be will be as well. I am so excited to see where this wedding journey takes us. I have so many big plans. I've been working with Yeva. We are really thinking big for this one, and hopefully at the end of this entire journey there will be some really epic YouTube video montage of me talking about how incredible my wedding was and how grateful I am that I spent all of this time and effort and love. Until then, I'm Migla, and I'll see you later. Bye! Fucking MVP right now.